Hello, welcome to Savannah Soundtrack, this new TV show. The first guests on my soundtrack today are musicians, DJs, and brothers, Quinn Wild and Jaiden Wild.
Yay!
Okay, welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
You're my first guest, so that's fun.
We're honored.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so my first question is just background for them. Who are you? Like, tell me about the person behind the music.
I'm Quinn Wild.
Jaiden Wild, and like together we're the Wilds, but like other than that, like the music journey probably started around like 3 years ago.
Okay.
So it's still like pretty fresh for us and everything at the moment, but we've always been into music, but like if you asked me like 3 years ago, what are we? We were like hockey players was what we did our entire life, and then we moved around like quite a bit when we were younger because our dad was in the military.
Okay.
And then that actually brought us to Germany, where like I ended up studying in Salzburg College, which is like, yeah, in the building. So, and then like through there I was doing internships and I ended up doing something with like a music festival. And that's kind of like what led me into really pursuing music the way I am now. And
That's
then,
incredible.
Yeah, pretty much the same thing. 3 years ago, I was playing hockey, and Jaiden came out here, or like 5 years ago, I think I was playing hockey. And then Jaiden came out 2 years before me. And like when he was in Germany, we kind of started dabbling a little bit in music. And then when he came out here, it really started like taking it a lot more seriously. And then I decided when I graduated high school, I was like, I'm going to come out and I'm going to follow this. We're going to do it together.
he had the best saying, like at the end of his graduation, they were like, you know how you get to go up there and you say like a couple words? He was like, they're like, what are your plans in the future? And he's like, I'm going to Salzburg College to make music and snowboard with my brother.
That's incredible.
Exactly what I'm doing.
Amazing. How many years apart are you guys?
4.
5.
5.
Oh, 5. Right now,
It's
5.
It changes. Because, like,
Okay, yeah, fair. No, I get
But
it.
like closer to 4, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I'm 25 and he's 20 currently.
Okay, cool. Okay. So you guys from the States then, and then you moved to Germany?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Originally Las Vegas. Like
Okay.
I associate with Las Vegas. I was like originally born in Texas, and then like we moved around the South a little bit. But I spent like my teenage years in Vegas, so I kind of like identify with Vegas as like my hometown now.
Okay, cool. So you're still at Salzburg College and you graduated,
Yeah.
right? What are you studying right now?
International business.
Oh, cool. Okay.
International business, yep. I'm studying pretty much how to keep my visa here at the moment.
Smart.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've been in Salzburg for 3 years, right?
Yeah.
I've been
2.5
like I'm
now.
going on like 4.5 now.
Okay.
But yeah,
Got it.
for a little bit.
You already answered what made you want to study and move here, and you moved here because of your brother, right?
Yep.
Okay. What is your favorite thing about being in Salzburg?
Ooh, I think the easy way of life, I think, is really nice. Like, this is a very little thing. I feel like I say this all the time, but it's like just being able to walk to a grocery store or like to a gas station is so nice. Because I feel like in the States, you have to drive everywhere.
True.
And here it's like, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to walk to school.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Honestly.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Okay. So the music festival, is that what got you into music, or were there any other aspects?
Yeah, so I mean, like, it started with, like, this is, like, kind of, like, corny, but it kind of started, like when I was playing ice hockey, I was always the guy who was, like, doing the pregame playlist and, like, choosing the songs and everything. And then, like, I downloaded Ableton, which is, like, a DAW. It's, like, what I make music on. And, like, I was making, like, lo-fi hip-hop stuff just for, like, fun, because, like, hockey was, like, my main thing. There wasn't really time to be, like, a music dude. But I was always, like, making music, and I was always super interested in music. Like, whenever I was, like, playing hockey, I was like, man, I wish I would have learned how to play something when I was a kid so I could, like, express myself musically. And then it all really kicked off when I injured my hip in hockey, and, like, I couldn't play anymore. And it was like kind of like midlife crisis mode, because I was like, okay, I've been playing hockey since I was like 4 years old, and I have no idea like what else I can do, like what else am I gonna be into. And then like while I was doing like the physical therapy and everything, I kind of like had time to just like become like a nerd on Ableton. And I was like, okay, like I really like this. And then through Salzburg College, there's like the internship program. So there's a small music festival here called 50/20.
Okay.
And on my resume, it said, like, I was like, I do music production for fun. Like, I had my hobbies and everything. And they were like, yo, you do music production? Like, do you want to DJ? And I was like, I've never even thought about DJing, but like if this helps me get the internship that I want, then yeah, sure. So I was pretty much just like an intern, like picking up stuff, like helping set up the events, doing like ticket sales. And then like the opening weekend, they were like, yo, we got like a set spot for you. So do you want to play? And I was like, yeah. And then like right after I played for the first time, I was like, okay, I could get into this. And then it kind of switched from like lo-fi hip hop to more of like an electronic music sound. So like, which it's like always evolving, the sound and everything, but it like started with like lo-fi hip hop, then it was house music, and then right now it's like a psychedelic peak time techno type of deal is what we're making.
That's awesome. Do you guys make music together?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. We do. We have like our own independent projects, and then we have our projects together as the Wilds. But I think mainly the focus right now is the duo project, trying to get that off the ground.
Yeah. What's it like being brothers in the same field and like?
It's very nice. It's like, I would say it's pretty competitive, like in a good way and like a very healthy way. It's like I see him doing something, like I see him, for example, he drops a song and I'm like, I need to drop a song now. Or like I see him post on his stories producing and I'm at home and I'm like, all right, I need to open up the DAW and start producing. But I think it's like best duo partner you could have, honestly.
That's amazing.
It's like we grew up playing hockey together. We started doing music together, so it's nice to keep that going.
Yeah, and it's like, it's kind of nice to have a partner that you can like know will be honest with you. Because like we like roll around with collectives and crews and everything because like collaborating with other artists is like such a huge part of the scene.
Absolutely.
And it's like everyone wants to support each other and it's like music is super like, he might think it's good, he might think it's bad, and it's like you perceive music how you want to perceive it. So having someone that can be like honest with you, be like, hey, this like isn't good, is like super helpful. Because like a lot of people would just be like, yeah, like release it, it's cool, like you're doing your thing. But it's nice to have someone who understands kind of what I'm going for, because he's going for the same thing and we're doing it together. Yeah. And it's nice to have someone to be like, this is not it right now. So like you can kind of like pivot in a way to make it something that you actually want to release and actually like show to people.
Yeah.
So like that's probably like for me the biggest benefit. And just like, I don't know, being able to play like with your brother is nice, because it's like if I'm not feeling good, it's like he can kind of pick up the energy a little bit, and if like he's not feeling good, I can pick it up on my side. So it's nice to have someone to like a safety net almost, I guess would be like a. But no, it's cool. Like it's really nice.
That's really nice. That's cool. Do you do the same kind of genre like with the techno and stuff?
Yeah, I started off doing UK bassline and like UK garage and like dubsteppy, and I started off just doing like parties in my basement. I would just have like 5 dudes come over and we would just drink some beers and like just listen to some crazy music. And then like I played at my prom once and I played dubstep as well, and that was a lot of fun. But then I switched. We came here. And it was at, I think, the same festival you were interning at. Yeah, or it was maybe a summer later. But it was like we saw this girl, Unreal DJ, Tanya LaChains. Big shout out to Tanya LaChains.
We love her.
And we saw her play, and the whole time I'm sitting there, I got my phone like right next to the speaker. I'm like Shazamming every track. This is crazy. And I was like, what is this? And then we both were like just shocked. Like it took us on such like a journey throughout like the whole set, and then we immediately, I think, switched. Yeah, it was like I never touched it again, like dubstep. I never touched it again.
It was a mutual thing. Like the moment we heard like this sci-tech noises, we were like, or just like the vibe of it, because it's like this super dark, groovy sound, and just like the way it makes the dance floor move, and like, yeah, we like fell in love with it right away, because we like looked at each other and we were like, we should try this, and then we kind of just like dove like face first into it.
Love at first sight. It was it was awesome.
It was love at first sight.
But yeah, pretty much same genre.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, that's nice. So what is the difference between when you guys make music together and when you make it separate?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That is a good question.
I don't know. I think it's when you're making music by yourself, it's like a little bit easier to get into like a flow state. I think a little bit. Like if I'm producing by myself, and then I'm throwing stuff around and I'm like, oh yeah, this sounds nice. But I think when we produce together, it's a lot better to have 4 years. Like I would rather have 4 years than 2 years.
Totally.
And so then when we produce together, and he's been in the Ableton a little bit longer than me, so it's like, it's nice. I'll be able to like say my ideas and he can make them happen. And then just when I'm by myself, I'm like, gosh, how am I gonna bring this to life? And he's super helpful.
Yeah, I mean, I think like as far as workflow goes, it's way easier to work by yourself with music, just because like he said, when you're in like the flow state and like ideas are just coming everywhere. Like sometimes when you're with someone else and they're like, what about this right here? And you're kind of thinking of going a different way.
Yeah.
Because it can completely change the track of like the whole like vibe of the track. So it can be like almost like annoying. It's like, dude, no, it's like I think that it's this one and then it's this one. But I think actually like getting to the finished product is easier with two people. Because like when I'm by myself and I'm working on like my personal projects, it could take me like 2 months to finish something just because I don't like a little 3-second clip of the song that I can't get past. And then I'll show it to him and he'll be like, you're being crazy right now. Like it's perfect. So I think like being with someone, it's a little easier to like actually get to a finished product.
Yeah.
And then other than like when you're by yourself and it can be like, you get into like the overthinking game of music.
Oh,
so.
definitely. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. A lot of these you already answered. Questions I had. Let's see. How has DJing impacted your life? And like, why is it so important to you?
Oh, that's so tough. I mean, like, I guess like, is it cool if I like it? Because I got into music just because like, I like love dance floors. Like I love being on a dance floor and I love listening to like a really good DJ who knows how to like curate sound and like take you on kind of like a journey. And yeah, that's what like really made me like fall in love with it. And then as far as like being up there and going and like being able to do it myself is like super like gratifying to be like, I'm gonna go work for like however long on this song and then I'm gonna play it live and then people are gonna dance the way like they dance to songs from like my favorite artists. Is like, it's just like a really cool feeling. And it's like, I'm super into the whole community part of music, like at least in the electronic music scene in Salzburg, like it's super small and it's like the venues are kind of limited. It's like not a great place for like electronic music to thrive. But I would say like the community around it is really, really awesome. And like we've gotten to meet so many cool people like internationally who like also dig our sound. And it's like when we're like first starting, we have all these like favorite artists and then they're like playing our tracks at like festivals and everything. Wow. So it's just like, yeah, it's like super gratifying for me. It's like, yeah, I don't know.
100%.
It's hard to explain.
Yeah, and especially it's like if you grow up, like we said this already, but like if you both like grow up playing hockey, it's like all you're doing your whole life, and then it's like you can switch to something and also be like you can do good in it. It's like a very great feeling to have. Because like when I stopped playing, personally, I was like, yeah, I don't know like what else to do. I like started skateboarding.
Fortnite.
I started skateboarding, playing Fortnite, and then I switched to music a little bit more, and it's like just being able to carry that a little bit has been like just an unreal feeling. And it's like getting support from other people.
Yeah, just like the connections are really cool because it's like you get to connect with people on a whole different like wavelength, like because it's like connecting through hockey is completely different than like connecting with someone through like music.
Yeah.
So it's just it's really cool to like connect with people like that, I think. And it's like you get to like travel a little bit and do your sound, and it's like yeah, I don't know. I love the whole thing that surrounds like the being a DJ, music producer. Like I think it's just a really cool vibe.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna show a video now of you guys doing your thing so that the audience can see exactly what you're doing.
Sick.
And what we're talking about. Okay, so now that the audience has seen your work, can you explain how DJing works and like?
Oh yeah.
Oh
Because
man.
it's I'm a musician myself, but I don't really understand DJing, so I'm curious.
I think DJing how it works is like blending
You
I
do
think
the
like
the technical part of it, I guess, and then we can get more into like the
yeah.
actual like thought of it.
Okay. The technical part is like, so say you have like 3. Can I do an example?
Yeah.
I should have brought something probably.
Zoom in on that.
But like, say you had like these 3 are EQs, and so you got like a low EQ here, and then you got like a mid EQ, and then the high EQ, and this is like the low part of the track, like the bass and everything.
Okay.
And this is like the synth part of the track, and this is like the hi hats, and you have I don't know, you have 2 of these, and then you're kind of just swapping them out for the other one.
Yeah. Okay. We'll try this again.
We might have to cut that.
Like so like I guess like
Quarterback.
the most basic like way to think of DJing is kind of like you're blending 2 or 3 tracks together to make it like one cohesive thing for an audience to dance to and to like keep them moving. But like the technical side I think is like not, I think anyone can learn how to DJ. I think like what kind of separates like really good DJs from like the average DJ is like a sound selection. I think is like the most important thing, because I think anyone can go and like plug in a USB and just like play music, but like what time are you playing? Where are you playing? Who are you playing for? It's like a bunch of things that you need to take into account before you actually play, and I think that's like the actual difficult part of DJing, is like being able to like read a room and like knowing when this song is gonna hit the best. Because, yeah, I don't know.
I think that's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty solid way to put it. Like keeping an energy up on a dance floor.
Yeah.
Because the technical side's a little hard to explain, I feel like, but he's definitely right. Like if we gave you a DJ controller, anybody a DJ controller, you could learn in 2 days,
Wow.
3 days, you'll be able to mix.
Yeah, because I think like that's like the one thing about like DJing and at least like electronic music. Maybe not electronic music, because like producing is like a whole different story. But like DJing is such like an easy like step to make to get into like music, because like that was like why I started DJing. I was like, okay, I can't really play like the guitar and I can't play like the piano, but like I can like download these songs and like play them together.
Yeah.
And it's like a easy like gateway, I guess, is it a gateway to like begin to express yourself musically. And then once you like start getting in front of people and like finding your sound and then finding your crowd, then it's like where it gets like fun.
Yeah. What goes through your mind when you're like at a venue and you're choosing the songs?
Bad things. Bad things. I don't know. I'm a very nervous guy, I think. Every time I'm like, this is bad sometimes. I'm thinking to myself. And then you look out and like you see people dancing and then you're like, okay, this is nice. But every time it's like, usually for me at least, it's like, I don't know. I'm thinking like worst possible situation, most likely, and then best case scenario. And that kind of like helps me a little bit ride through it.
Yeah, I mean, what was the question?
What goes through your mind when you are DJing, when you're at a venue and you're like choosing the songs to
Okay.
Oh,
play?
shoot. Yeah.
I mean, it's tough. I got this advice from like, it was like my second gig. It's from Benyo. He's like a local Salzburg guy. And like I would always text him before I was playing, because I would always be like the beginning, I'm like the most nervous person ever. So I was like always super nervous to play and would spend like weeks preparing a set for like an hour. And I was like, dude, do you have any tips? And he's like, just play bombs. Like just play bombs only.
Yeah.
Which is like, has some truth to it. But like usually I'll just like look up at the crowd, see like what they're responding to. Like, because if you have like more of an older audience, I think the vocally bouncy, like faster stuff doesn't really play well. So like maybe if you're playing for like an older audience, you keep it like more minimal techno, like more like old school stuff without the like crazy vocal mashups and everything. And then if you have like a super young crowd, it's like maybe you throw like a Jason Derulo remix in there or something like that. But yeah, it's pretty much just looking at the crowd and like, because you're like giving out information and you're receiving information from them. So it's like if you play this style of song and it works and like they're starting to move the way you want them to, then it's like, okay, we'll stay on this vibe and kind of like ride this path and see like where it takes us until they get sick of this, and then kind of like try something. It's like problem solving on the fly kind of, I
Yeah.
guess.
And it's always good to have like some weapons. like not literally, but like having like
Bring
a
weapons
playlist like on your USB, and it's like just like you have a few tracks that you know are gonna hit. So
Yeah.
it's like you see you're losing the people. It's like there's one song like you know like you have, and you're like this will bring the people back.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. As you've like grown and learned more, like how has your music changed, or how has your DJing changed throughout the years?
Ooh,
I think DJing wise, like when we first started, we would play like 30 seconds of every song, like because we would just go, like, so like the main climax of a song is like the drop, right? So we would just go like drop to drop to drop. So like the sets were just an hour of like in your face, like no breaks, like it was just like madness. And I think like we've kind of become more composed as DJs where we're not as nervous to like, or like I guess scared is like a better word, to like play more of like a, how would you say, like a tool track, like something that's not like a crazy banger that everyone's gonna be like, wow, like, and adds like a more like depth to your set. So it's not just like banger, banger, banger. It's like, oh, we'll play these 3 songs to build up to this banger. So it's like more special when it plays instead of, because I think when you just play like all of like your best tunes, it just kind of like sucks what makes them so great out of the song. So
it's like if like Christmas was every day. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
exactly,
wouldn't be
like-
Christmas because it's
Yeah.
every day.
you gotta have like December 20th, 21st, 22nd,
Yeah.
and then you gotta have Christmas Eve, and then you gotta have Christmas. So
Of course.
like it's kind of just like building it up. Like I think we've become way more composed with the sounds now.
100%.
That's amazing.
100%.
Yeah. And did you guys DJ at all in the States or in Germany, or was it just in Salzburg that
No,
you?
I
so
did not. Yeah.
in the States.
No, yeah, I did not in the States.
No,
but
we've done Germany, Austria. Like we've been around in Austria a little bit. Like we've done a couple shows in Vienna.
Oh, cool.
And then we did go to Italy for 2 gigs there, and then like a couple spots in Germany. But right now it's in Germany, Austria, and Italy.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
the U.S. sadly, not the U.S. yet. But I was like, when I was doing the basement parties, and that was like on an American military base.
That
So
kinda
it was like a
counts.
little America, I guess. But
How does the DJ scene differ in each country, or if you like attended events in the U.S. or anything?
I think it's like a little bit. The sound's a little different, I think.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
it's a lot more tech housey, I think, and a lot more like colorful. Like the U.S. scene, I would best describe it as colorful. Like
Okay.
if you go to like the events there, everyone's got like rainbows on, like they got candies like up to their elbow, and everyone's trading them, and it's like super nice, like lovey scene, and it's also very lovey here, but it's like more like dark, like everyone's wearing like black. Not everyone.
Like,
but,
I would
it's
say,
more
like-
dark. It's like I don't know.
America, it's not like, I say commercial, but like not as like commercial in a bad way, but it's more like all the biggest artists in the world are like playing in America, and like the venues there are like really tough to play in. I think if you're like an up and coming DJ, I think in Europe, because I mean it's kind of hard to say like how the scenes are different within Europe, because it's like not too crazy of a difference. Like it's like because they all have like venues and clubs that play like certain sounds, but like yeah, I don't know how you would compare U.S. to Europe. I would say it's more like commercially in Europe or in America. Like it's more like centered around like house music.
Okay. Yeah.
And here I think there's more like room for like experimental sound, which is like good as like a upcoming DJs who like don't play like a super commercial version of techno. Like there's more of like you'll actually have places to play here,
Yeah.
I guess. Like that's how I would
Yeah,
describe
that's a good way to put it.
Is there a big techno scene here, or?
it. In Europe,
yeah.
yes. I wouldn't say like Salzburg is like the mecca of techno, but like Vienna has like an awesome scene with like a bunch of like young collectives who are always throwing parties. Like
Innsbruck had a
we're
little bit of a scene.
Innsbruck has a little bit, but
Yeah.
like I would say like if you're really trying to like our goal is like eventually we want to like start playing in like Berlin and Hamburg
yeah.
and like Bremen would be sick.
Yeah, Leipzig
like,
would be dope. Too.
Leipzig too, but I think like for like our sound specifically, I think Germany is kind of like where we want to end up, or like even like Argentina has a scene for sci tech, but Salzburg, it's like it's just small and there's not like a bunch of us, but it's a super like motivated young scene, and it's like there's still like great parties here and everything. It's just yeah, it's a really small place. Like you need like a city that like loves nightlife and like a government that is like investing in nightlife to like sustain a scene.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like a problem everywhere right now. So like it's like always gets hard, especially around like the winter months when people aren't really in the mood to go out clubbing. Like but I'd say like Germany is kind of like where we would want to be.
For sure.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Do you have any like major influences that inspire your work?
Oh, yeah. I mean, on a big scale, I'm like a huge Dom Dalla fan. Like, I love him. Like, I love his music. And, like, just the way he, like, carries himself and presents himself as an artist is something, like, I really am into and something that I, like, really want to try and, like, replicate in my own way personally, like, for the Jaiden Wild project. But on, like, a more minimal scale, it's, like, guys that like I'm collabing with, like we just collabed with a group from Leipzig, and it's like they're super like inspiring to us just because like they've been in the scene a little bit and they're like getting traction and everything. But like on like a big scale, as far as like a superstar that I like really admire, it'd be like Dom Dalla for me.
Or like Dead Mouse.
Dead Mouse is cool
Mouse
too.
would be a big
he's
one.
Like an OG.
He's like one of my first electronic music like songs I probably listened to is from Dead Mouse, or like Skrillex. Like I remember walking to school, like I was like 8 years old or something, listening to like Bangarang on the bus, and so like that would definitely be a big one. But yeah, on a smaller scale, I would say like definitely a lot of the people in Salzburg too.
Yeah.
I would definitely say Jaiden too was a big influence, big inspiration for me doing music. But like yeah, more minimum scale, I'd say like anyone we're working with, mainly in Salzburg, like the Tief Drew Collective, for example.
Yeah, because they kind of like grandfathered us in a little bit. Because like when you're like first starting this, it's like there's really no right path. Like you do music, like there's no right path on how to release music and how to like promote yourself. There's like, you can like watch people and like see what worked and try and do that, but it's like there's no like, no one can come up to you and be like, you're gonna do this, this, and this, and then your music's gonna work.
Yeah.
So like in the beginning phases where it was like we were completely like, okay, we like doing this, but how do we like grow?
Yeah.
And like the Tief Drew Collective, which is like a local Salzburg collective, kind of like took us in, and they were like Tanya LaChains, the one who like kind of got us into the sound, has been like super helpful with like helping us like build the connections and like trying to build our network and everything. And even like Shoni, like he like got me into like DJing, and he like keeps me like grounded, because like with the whole like social media game and everything, it's easy to get like crazy, and then you get like anxious, and then all this shit happens, and like, ooh, there's the first one. Yeah. And all of that happens. But he kind of was like, you need to like enjoy yourself and remember like it's like about music, which I think it's easy to like lose that right now with like the whole like social media game and everything.
100%.
But
100%. The duck's bigger than the car.
That's a great quote.
Yeah.
That's a good one for any of the other young artists watching this. The duck is bigger than the car.
Yeah, if you go on like the emojis, it's like the duck in the car, and the duck's bigger than the car in the emojis. It's like in the social media stuff isn't real.
Yeah.
It's good to focus on stuff that matters. Yeah.
The duck.
Yeah, the duck.
Yeah, I mean, true. Okay, did you ever think, I mean, other than hockey, did you ever think you were going to go in a different direction, either genre-wise, or did you know that this was what you're doing?
Like music or?
Yeah.
Oh no, I did not think
If you would have showed me the stuff we play now, like a few years ago, I would have been like, no shot.
I think on
No
like
shot.
on like a life level,
Yeah.
I came out to Germany to play ice hockey. That's like what I originally was doing here. I was like, I'm gonna go play ice hockey in Germany for a couple years, and then I'm gonna be a coach. And like I'm gonna coach hockey because like I loved like being at the rink, and that was like my first like. That was like my job. I was like a coach, and then I was a hockey player. So I was like, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do forever. Like I had no plans on studying either. Like it was all super last minute.
Yeah.
So no, I did not think I was gonna be doing music. Like even like if you asked me 4 years ago, like I would have been like, yeah, being a DJ would be sick, but it's like that's not something I'm like interested in pursuing. But now it's like all I want to do. So
Yeah. It's amazing. It's crazy how like life can just
Oh yeah,
completely
I bet you in a few
pivot.
years too we'll be playing maybe psytrance or something.
yeah.
As well.
I mean, genre-wise,
Yeah.
it's like always changing because
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like even like you can start trying to make your own niche in a niche genre. Like it's like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm gonna start adding these elements to like side tech or peak time, and then try to make it do its own thing. But yeah, as far as like the stuff that we're making, I don't think it's gonna stay like the exact same as it is now,
Yeah.
which I think is a good thing.
Yeah,
Like I
it's-
think like your sound should always be evolving,
Absolutely.
like keeping things fresh and everything. So
Yeah. Okay. I have a few more questions. What is your favorite thing you've ever done in your music career? And what was the experience like? Big question.
Yeah.
I feel like Electric Love's got to be in there.
Yeah,
Like
I
we
think
played
so.
Electric Love last summer, which is like a big festival in like Austria and I guess in the world kind of. Like Steve Aoki's there, Dom Dalla was there. It's like all like the names. It's like the Mount Rushmore for us of like artists.
Yeah, it's like the dudes you grew up listening to.
Yeah, exactly.
you're
And
on
it
a
was
lineup.
like
It's crazy. It's
and it was like
crazy.
a real big stage. Like it was like the movie stuff you watch. It was like, holy cow, like we had like a van like taking us to the stage.
Yeah, it's
And
nuts.
like just like the whole way that the whole thing worked out was crazy cuz like we're like the warm-up slot at the festival cuz it's like it's our first year there. We're not like huge dudes and we're
Yeah.
up there with like there's 4 of us cuz it was like our Transcendence group. So it was me, Quinn, our boy FJ and Benyo. And we're like, okay, hopefully like we get a couple people in there. Like, let's just enjoy the moment. We're on this crazy stage in this huge festival. Like Steve Aoki's playing later. And it starts like pissing rain. Like when
Yeah.
the thing opens up. And so, and like, it's raining super hard, and then like our stage is the only stage with a cover, so everyone comes into our tent for it. So it's just this super packed like sea of people in front of us for like the warm up, and it was just like the craziest thing I ever like did
100%.
DJ
It was
wise.
nuts. It was
Wow.
like they had free tattoos back and like free food.
Yeah, just
awesome.
like the moment was crazy, like being up there in front of people. Like we had like a mic, like it was just like everything you dream of when like you first start thinking of being a DJ and doing like the big festival shows.
Yeah.
Like
awesome.
it was really sick. But
It's cool. And he bumped into Steve Aoki.
I did
No
bump into
way.
Steve
He ran
Aoki
into him.
backstage.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
Yeah,
nuts.
it was
What
crazy.
was that like?
He was just super
He's such a
baller.
baller.
I
Oh my
mean,
God.
we'll say we bumped him. We did not like communicate or anything.
No, like he like ran
I was
into him.
I was walking this way and he was walking this way and I accidentally shoulder bumped him. And I was like, "Oh my god." And I looked back and it's Steve Aoki and like he's just on like such a elite level of being like a sick artist that he didn't even look back. Like, you know how normally when you bump someone like,
Yeah.
"Oh, sorry." Like I go back and I'm like, "Oh, that's Steve Aoki." He doesn't even look back. He just keeps walking.
It
I
was
was
crazy.
like,
He had such
Wow.
a step to him too. Like
Yeah,
you
no.
saw, like you could feel him walking.
Wow.
Like, it was nuts.
yeah, no, that was crazy. But yeah,
He had a double.
yeah, that's like no.
Okay, I didn't know. That was like
Yeah, like,
known
he
thing.
has, like-
two. There's 2 Steve Aokis.
Oh,
He
really?
like rolls around with like 2 of them. So it's like we don't know if you bumped into Steve Aoli or Steve Aoki.
Yeah, so there's like
Steve
there's like
Aoli, I don't
he has
know
like
if
a
that's his name.
doppelganger that rolls with him.
it was crazy. Yeah, we found out we were like, so we didn't know if we were watching the real Steve Aoki or not. And it was
That's
like
crazy.
pretty nuts.
Yeah, but
That was a highlight, dude.
Yeah, like the moment was just so huge. Like
Yeah.
playing on that stage in front of that crowd because like with like our sound, it's not like we never thought we'd be like that wasn't even on like my list of goals was to play like the huge festival, but like just getting to like experience that and like feel like that was like it was like some rock star stuff and it was just that was probably my
Yeah, I felt
number one DJ moment so far.
Wow.
And also like my first release with a label was like I want to say 2 years ago, Space Cowboy.
Yeah.
And I'm like a super huge fan of this DJ named Confusia. And like I was getting ready to play like a warm-up spot at like the local club here, Soda Club, and like one of my friends sent me a video of her playing like my song on the stage at Mystic Creatures in Poland, and I was like mind blown. Like it was like
sick.
yeah, because this be like seeing like artists that you are like super into and like respect and like follow as a fan, and then they're like playing your track as just like I think that's like the coolest feeling ever.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh my gosh.
First rock house too with Tiefdruck was definitely one of my
Oh yeah,
big
that was
ones.
a big one too.
That one was really nice because we like didn't expect to get invited to join Tiefdruck by them. Like I was like one of my main goals going into Salzburg was like it's all good. One of my main goals is like I want to play a gig with Tiefdruck. That was like up there on my bucket list, and then them inviting us to the collective was a huge moment for me. That was very nice. That was very nice.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Wow. So you mentioned goals. That was my next question. What?
Nice.
So you know how everyone asks like, where do you see yourself in 10 years? I hate that question.
Yeah, me too.
Instead,
I hate that question, but here is that question.
what does your dream future look like?
Ooh.
Dream future. I don't know.
I mean, musically, like, I would love to get the Wilds project up because I think, like, if we could get into, like, the club circuit and be traveling and playing and, like, just focusing on music, that would be, like, awesome. Like, that's, like, obviously, I think what any artist wants to do is, like, be able to, like, live off of their art.
Absolutely.
So, like, that's definitely something that, like, we're working towards right now. And then, like, further along goals for me, I would love to start my own label. Like, I think being able to, like, help young artists kind of, like, push their stuff and, like, having, like, a platform to push them on would be, like, super cool. And I could see that as, like, something super fulfilling that I would like to do because I'm into the whole, like, learning how to, like, make your brand and, like, launch your brand and, like, trying to create, like, a community around something. And I think, like, a label is something I could see myself doing in the future for sure.
100%. Ooh, I'm trying to think of what my dream future would be. Definitely living off of music is definitely number one. Maybe, I don't know. Mainly just right now living off of music.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to take that step there and then hopefully but dream future, maybe end up in like South Korea or like Thailand.
That would be
DJ would be pretty
Yeah,
sick.
I would love to
That'd be
play
pretty sick.
like
somewhere in Asia.
Like we could put it somewhere on like the 6-year mark. Like playing in Japan would be like a dream too.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Or like Australia too.
Australia would be awesome too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't know, just like seeing the world and like playing
Yeah.
music would be like the coolest thing ever, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good way to put it. Seeing the world and playing music, that's dream future. for
That's
sure.
amazing. That should be like your motto, your
Yeah, that's good.
You're like-
it rolls off the tongue.
the
Nice.
wilds.
Yeah. See the world and play music.
Yup. Okay. Last question.
Oh,
I know.
I could be here all day. This is
I could
awesome.
interview you guys all day. What do you guys have any new like shows coming up or anything?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of new releases are coming out like all the time. We just had a pretty big one with our dudes Moto in Leipzig.
Yep, on Beyond
And
Audio.
On Beyond Audio,
Yeah.
and like definitely check that out. It's like I got a song dropping on Thursday,
Oh wow.
and then you got one in December.
Yeah, December 4th, Make Me Feel. Am I allowed to say like,
I don't know.
yeah. December 4th, Make Me Feel. It will be on Spotify somewhere if you guys want to find it.
Yeah, I mean, we're always releasing music. So,
Yeah.
and as far as shows go, like we're part of a collective here called like Green Tea Techno and Tiefdruck.
Yeah. Wait, do you know when this will be out?
I'm not sure.
If this is out before November 22nd, in Rock House, it is cool place to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, we're like always in Soda Club, and like we have a really sturdy squad in there right now as far as like our collective and the owner like Toby, and then a guy who's helping him out like Benny. So we're pretty much just trying to like build the scene here at the moment,
Yeah.
like because it'd be like awesome to make Salzburg like a cool, like attractive place for like bigger artists to come and play.
Yeah,
and,
that would
like,
be awesome.
Yeah.
like have it like grow
Yeah,
here would be
100%.
awesome. But yeah, show wise, I don't.
Yeah. Rock House, I think is the next.
And we're
really
in
nice
Vienna
one.
in December.
Yeah, Vienna.
Oh, cool.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
Check it all out. Check it all out.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. This is
It's
so
been
That was
It's been
awesome.
so nice
That was
talking
awesome.
to you guys.
That was great.
Thank you so much for watching. Next episode, my friend Joshua will be interviewing me to learn about my music career, so stay tuned. And thank you again to the Wild Brothers.
Yeah.